The Bert Show. Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's the Bert Show's entertainment buzz.
I think if Tupac could call in, he'd ask everyone to leave him alone. He's like, Jada's bringing me up. Now Katt Williams is bringing me up. So comedian Katt Williams, he says he's working on a new Tupac album, and he's going to use some of his unreleased verses. He says it's going to have some pretty big collabs on it, like Cardi B. And perhaps one of the most shocking things about this story is that we found out about this through Suge Knight's podcast, which if you're like, I thought that guy was in prison.
That's exactly what I was like.
He is. He just has a podcast from prison that he calls Collect Calls.
Great acoustics in that.
Really adds to the atmosphere.
It's the perfect time to start a podcast. Yes, time.
Please tell me the intro is like, you have a collect call from Suge Knight.
I think it literally is that. I listened to it yesterday. I remember thinking, what a creative choice. So yeah, you can check out his podcast. He's coming straight from prison.
Okay, so what happened to letting people rest in peace? Like, I know you want to like maintain their memory and keep their memory alive, but this does not feel like we're letting Tupac rest in peace, no?
I agree. I don't think anyone should touch Tupac's music, let alone anyone that is trying to gain clout. But Katt is in a space right now where I feel like he feels like he can do anything he wants to because of what he's taking over the internet. But yeah, I wish he would leave Tupac's memory alone.
I don't think you know the whole cliche. A lot of people just know it as rest in peace, but it's rest in peace unless you can make some money off the dead.
I forgot.
It's just too long.
That's how
so
it goes.
They shortened it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Dave Chappelle, speaking of Katt Williams, he is calling out Katt Williams for only calling out other black comedians. So he made an appearance on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, and this was a video that was shared by MREC TV on Twitter /X. And Dave Chappelle is going off. He said that Katt didn't say anything about these white boys. None of these white boys function like that. He said that Katt is one of the best painters in the game. So why are you drawing ugly pictures of us? Stop.
Hurt people, but I'm a hurt person that never hurt people. And he does it all the time. This one and that one and this one. But anything that you did wrong. You didn't do nothing wrong. Katt didn't do nothing wrong.
So is he saying that white comedians don't come down on other white comedians, so why are we as black comedians coming down on black comedians?
Somewhat. I mean, I think he's more personally saying it about Katt, that every time you come out and speak to what other comedians are doing wrong, it's always toward black comedians. You tear down other black comedians, not other white comedians. But I'm normally with Dave, but I think Dave is off here because Katt clearly says in the interview that he's talking about the people who have talked about him. Most of those guys have gone on that platform, the same one before him, and spoke about him in a negative way. And Katt will tell you himself, he doesn't really concern himself with white comedians because white comedians don't bother him. That's not really his lane. He doesn't feel like that's a part of his competition. So he's going at who goes at him, and white comedians don't go at Katt.
So if Katt feels like you've wronged him, then he's well within his right to call you out.
That's how he feels.
Did he say anything about Dave?
Nothing bad.
No.
He brought Dave up, and it was, but it wasn't, I don't remember exactly what he said about Dave, but I don't remember it being anything bad.
Obviously, you would have remembered if it was, like the other stuff that he, threw out there about other people.
He attacked a lot of comedians. He brought Dave up, but he didn't attack him.
And a lot of white comedians do come down on other white comedians. I remember Dane Cook getting a whole bunch of crap years ago for stealing jokes and stuff like that from white comedians. So they do it too. It's universal.
All right, Jennifer Hudson, her new boyfriend are so cute. So he came on her talk show recently, and just like the sexual tension between them, it was spicy.
And so I have to ask you this question. Are you dating anyone?
Yes, I'm in a relationship that is with one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. She's smart. She's talented. Wait, what about you, though? How is your love life?
I'm dating as well, and I am very happy.
They're so cute.
Oh, they're so adorable, being so coy.
Dude, I am like obsessed with Common. He's up there on my list.
Yeah, if you like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Tall and dark and bald with that deep voice. If you like that.
And he's also an incredible actor.
Well, there's a lot of women obsessed with him. That's why he has a new one every 6 months. This is every 6 months with this guy.
He and Tiffany, I thought he and Tiffany were an odd pairing. But he and Tiffany Haddish lasted for like
Like a
6
week?
months?
6 months? just give it 6 months. That's all I'm saying.
This could be his last relationship because when he was asked to describe his dream girl, this is what he said.
I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
They're so cute together.
6 months.
Okay. All right, mark it down. This day, this time. Mo says 6 months.
All right. Sofia Vergara, she's opening up about why she and Joe Manganiello divorced. It's on your next E-Buzz on The Bert Show.
The Bert Show.